Hey all, the Roybird here. I wanted to talk to you about the DJI FPV and some repair. The first one I own, I had for a short time before I crashed it, and I had to replace an arm and repair the camera, and the camera repair didn't go smoothly, so I replaced the camera, and that solved it. I fixed my drone. Um, the damage was such that not only was the arm broken, but there's an inner hull, right, where the battery goes, and it has these shoulders. On those shoulders, if that shoulder snaps off of that inner hull, everything is lost. You've got to break the whole thing down, take all the arms off, and get to the inner hull and replace that thing and put the arms back on. That's the whole ESC. That's everything. Getting it all apart to get to all of that is labor intensive, and there's a lot of screws. Okay. Now I did that, and because I had that experience, I thought, well, let me buy a damaged one and fix it, and I'll have a second one. That'll be cool. Then me and my buddy can I'll get one with a controller, and we can fly them together because he's got the goggles and whatever. So I bought this other one, and it had allegedly two bad arms, and it wasn't broken all the way to the inside. And I thought, cool, I'll just fix that. And then when I got it home, I found out that it was smashed to smithereens. The guy had replaced the original hood with the green opaque one and hid all the damage, and so this frame piece was bent. The fan was smashed. The GPS was smashed. The ESC was shorted, which I found out later. The camera needed to be replaced. The hardware around the camera needed to be replaced. Not just the gimbal, but there's another piece here. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. This guy. And underneath all of that, is the flight controller board, which comes in two pieces. One going this way, and one going this way. This one, I presume, is flight control under there, and the one behind the camera, I presume, is VTX. I got all of this working. The sensors weren't working. All of it was bad. All of it, down to the inner heatsink frame. It was bad, damaged. I had to replace almost everything. And after all that was done, the thing flies correctly. It does everything it's supposed to do. It follows all the rules. But you can control the camera and everything. It just doesn't see. It doesn't see anything. I have tried and tried and tried, and I've replaced the camera. I mean, the camera that I had put in there. The reason it might have been bad could be my fault. I had an accident with it, and I was hoping, oh, I hope that doesn't ruin it. And it never worked. And the only way now to find out if it will work is to take the actual camera board, sensor, lens, combo. It's all one thing. Take it out of my good drone and put it into the second drone. And if I get image, then I can be confident that the VTX is not damaged in there. If I don't get image off of a working camera, then I will presume that there's one more major replacement on that, which I don't really want to do. That's up to the next sucker. But you can see from these cameras, there's heatsink paste on the back, and the back of the camera body also has a little standing thing that's supposed to press up against the heat sink to take the heat away from the camera. And all of these vanes on here, it's not a vent. Those vanes are heatsink. So my suspicion is that this camera uses a lot of juice. It gets really hot. It needs this thing. If it doesn't work, if all of that isn't in place, the camera will go bad within moments. The only way to find out is to do that replacement, and then if it works, I will probably go ahead and get a replacement camera. I found a good deal on that. I just want to be done with it. I want it to work. Everything about it is functioning. I hate that. It's all working except it can't see. And usually, when a DJI drone can't see, it's the PTZ cable. It's almost always a break in the PTZ cable, but I've been through many of them, and I don't know, it's not working. It's this thing, right? That's the coax. It does two jobs. It splits into two after it attaches here to the module in question. Then it splits when it gets inside here. One goes to motors, and the other goes to the back of the camera. That's the MIPI connection. So listen, I did a final assessment on this camera, and it's not the camera. Nope. It's the video card. It's the VTX module. So now I have to decide, do I want to sell this and tell somebody it needs the VTX module, or do I want to invest yet another $150 and get the VTX module that will make this thing work? And then, will it?